This is the review of the one-person tent, the North Face Triarch or Triarch one. It's a one-person tent. It has tent poles, so it's a freestanding tent. And this is the Rainfly. I just put it on you so you can see more or less what it looks like. It's a Rainfly just like any other one, right? So the good part is you don't need any tent stakes if it's not windy. I would only use two, one on this side and one on this side, but you don't need those if it's raining. But I didn't fasten the Rainfly, it's just to show that it has one. Rainfly clips in here inside, and there are like additional attachment points here, so you can put a line here and a stake, but I've never used those. And there's another one on this side, then it should never fly away. So it's a good tent. It has a few disadvantages. The only disadvantage is it has this toggle technology from the Middle Ages, right? So you have this toggle and you have this loop, and you need minimum two hands to put the toggle through if you want to tie up this flap for it not to hang down. That's like, how can you have something like that? So I put some Velcro. All you would need is some Velcro somewhere here. And you can do that with one hand, and then it stays open. Alright, so the Rainfly is just like any other Rainfly. So disadvantage number one, toggle technology from the Middle Ages. Disadvantage number two, the bag it came from is not waterproof, so I made my own Dyneema bag. Tent must be in a waterproof bag, right? Of course. And now, after probably 50 nights, the zip broke. You can see that it's like one of these tiny, very fine zips that you just wait to break, and it's finally happened. So that's a bad thing. Let me do a zip comparison between some other zips in a minute. Okay, I'll take off the Rainfly because there's nothing special about it. So when the Rainfly is wet in the morning or it's cold and you would like to have a cape, it clips in with these two little clips on that crossbar. So you can hold this. It's perfect. You look like Batman, but it works really well. You can just hold this, or you can use a tiny carabiner to hold these together, and you'll have a perfect cape. You can run around with this until it's dry. It doesn't have any long strings that'll flop or catch on any twigs or so. And so you have a good thing against the wind, and it'll dry out this thing. So I'll step back so you can take a better look. Okay, so that's Batman style drying of the Rainfly. This is the tent, this is the inner tent. Okay, real advantage, the poles push the fabric outwards, right? The size of the ground sheet is 2 meters long and 66 centimeters wide. Came with the ground sheet 2 meters per 66 centimeters, which means, right, if you're standing, your feet are like this. But if you're lying down and relaxing, your toes will point forward. You will be taller lying down than you are standing up. So this thing is just that. So the higher you get from the floor, the more space you have, right? In contrary to like pyramid style tents, where the higher you can go, the less space you have. I'm 6'2", 189 centimeters, and I fit into this tent, and I always take everything I have with me into the tent, and it's still enough space I can sleep on my back, on my stomach, or sideways. Okay, so every place that has a clip to the pole gives you a loop on the inside. Right, so here we have this loop. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on the inside. Then we have 6 pockets. Let me fill the pockets, then you can see that quickly. Okay, so the tent has 6 pockets, 2 at the top and 2 on each side, right? I just stuffed some random food into them, and 2 here. So I'm 6 foot 289 centimeters. This is how I lie in the tent. You know, you have the space. The walls go outward, right? And there you have more pockets. And that's really all there is to this tent. So advantages, all the advantages of a tent that has like tent poles, right? You don't need stakes if it's not windy. It doesn't have a big footprint. Can you use it for through hiking? No, of course not. Even though I'm using it right now, because it's just a tent I had. So it's a really nice tent. Double wall tent with tent poles. No stakes needed, small footprint. For through hiking, it's not really good because it's really heavy. It weighs 1.5 kilos. So that's just too heavy. It's not state of the art for a tent. But I had it, so I've taken it. I've taken it through Washington, state of Washington, now through all of New Mexico. So that's about 25 plus 20 days, around 50 nights. And now let's take, well, the zip broke, right? It came off. I don't know how to fix this. The lower one is still working. Okay, let's take a look at some of this. These are zip packs, hip belt pouches, right? They have kind of a waterproof zip. Of course, the tent doesn't need that. It's like has fine teeth, but this zip seems like a good zip. And this is a hyperlight pouch, right? Pod has a waterproof zip. The teeth are kind of a little bit bigger or the same. And this, you know, this is a good zip. This is the classic tiny zip of the jackets you get nowadays, right? You have the tiny zip. You have to fiddle around with the end. Well, this one sounds okay. It's just on a wind jacket. Then much better option. So this is the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer jacket. It had a tiny zip, which of course broke very quickly, and I put in a big one, right? This one has really big teeth, so it's really easy to put in. And listen to the sound, right? This is like much better. It's like a big fat zip, and I don't think this will ever break. So why not put one of those zips on the tent, right? Now we have the tent, right? So you have these fine teeth, and the noise is not very, you know, it doesn't give you a lot of confidence, and so, you know, after not so much time, it's already broken. So you just need a better zip on tents and everything else. Okay, also this tent only cost me $150, which is why I used it. I already ordered a new one because it's too heavy, and just in time because I can't go into mosquito infested country with the zip not working. Oops. And that's it. Adios.